Hey everybody, good morning. It is day 13 here, and we are going to unpack a little bit more of your rod and staff, they comfort me. Your rod is a staff, club, a scepter, and a tribe. I love that. I never knew that a rod was considered a tribe. And what does the Bible have? Tribes of Israel, right? 12. Kind of cool. And then we go into I have a note here that says, first I noticed only one time does this rod apply to correction. Most of the time it applies to tribes, and even as a shepherd uses it, it applies to counting or taking account. A scepter is a mark of authority. I hope this comforts you even right now as we unpack that. A staff is a support staff, figuratively or even political support. I have a note here saying mission, the roof to staff, is a protector or sustenance stay. Sustenance is the support of life or health. Especially sustains life, essential support. That is our shepherd, like his rod and staff. So we're looking at rod first, right? His rod allows us to be a scepter, ruler of authority, part of his tribe as he counts us, right? But also his staff is supporting us. It is essential support for us, for our life and health. It comforts me. Just learning about rod and staff, that alone can comfort me. But this is why it comforts me. It consoles me. It can change my mind. It gives me rest, have compassion, or some of the things that I have highlighted here. To be sorry. His rod and staff maybe can lead us to repentance, and not from the place of like clubbing somebody over, but from a place of authority as he leads us, right? As he provides that essential lifeline to us, it brings us to that place of repentance. He actually, in a favorable sense. Because this passage is talking about the Lord's rod and staff, I'm going to rule out oneself. It is not about what I can do here, but it is why his rod and staff comfort me. How his rod and staff change my mind and give me rest. I noticed that sorry was not me being sorry, but rather referring to my shepherd having pity on me. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Thoughts on the Lord's rod and staff comfort me. Your authority over your tribe is my essential life and support, and brings me to a place of rest. I can find comfort and rest knowing that the Lord can change my mind, or even has changed my mind. I see his compassion and pity on me. He brings me into the tribe as one of his own, his family, and he rules with authority that is essential to support my life and health. The support is his voice. I need to hold to and not let go because he is my firm foundation. The essential support for life is securing heaven to earth by me becoming the dwelling place of Yahweh, him and me and I and him. Seeking out the mysteries so I can reflect his image. Holding on to his truth, he teaches me so I can see, understand, and obey again his voice and truth so that I can speak heaven's frequencies to the earth. This is all completely available to me through the mark of the new covenant, Yeshua dying on the cross for me. I can now stand and take my position with Yahweh. Here are some scriptures I have, Romans 5:6-9. While we were still helpless, powerless to provide for our salvation, At the right time, Christ died as a substitute for the ungodly. Now, it is an extraordinary thing for one to be willing to give his life, even for an upright man, though perhaps for even a good man. But someone who even dared to die for me. But God clearly showed and proved his own love for us by the fact that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Therefore, since we have now been justified by his blood, we will be saved from the wrath of God in him. John 10, 1 through 18, Jesus is the good shepherd. If you read that whole passage, John 10, 1 through 18 there. When have I experienced his rod and staff comforting me? I would have to say the first time I experienced his rod and staff comforting me was salvation. Accepting what he did for me, laying down his life. Coming into his tribe. But the more that I study his word and draw close to him, I would say that I experience his rod and staff every day of my life. It is essential for me to get up and connect with him before I do anything else. It sets the pace for the day. It's living in and through him I move and have my being. Doing this study is his rod and staff also comforting me. He is showing me mysteries that I can hold on to, which are then enabling me to stand and take my place in Yahweh. I will see you guys tomorrow for day 14.